All right.
Uh,
So yeah, now I will turn it back to you guys.
Alrighty.
Excellent.
As it is still very dark, I'll allow my other party members to take the lead for the moment at least.
Right.
If I remember correctly, I think there was a stairwell going up and down. Right? Yeah.
Sounds right to
Uh,
me.
Let me just. I just want to like peek through this. I think this door is open. Do I hear anything coming from either up or down?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. You don't detect any noise coming from above you, but you hear like a very faint clatter, like of something falling over down below.
All right, I'm gonna whisper to my companions. I think we should go up.
Really? I think we should like investigate whatever that weird panel is on the bookshelf.
There's a panel on the
There's a
bookshelf.
panel?
Yeah, look. Like on that wall over there, like over on this one. Like, look. come
Oh
over here.
yes, the wall that I can see.
Felix, dude, do you need a torch or something? I keep forgetting.
No,
you
I
can't-
got a torch. It's just still not great.
Okay, cool.
It's still recovering from the ants.
Oh, the ants, I forgot.
Oh, I forgot about the ant.
Yep, that happened.
So I'll take a moment.
I kind of hoped everyone else had forgotten about it. I'll be honest.
I now
I
remember.
went back and I rewatched that whole segment.
Well, I'll tell you what. It was tough enough being called the elephant guy for the longest time. I hope I don't have to be the ant guy from now on.
Well, you'll just be Ant Elephant.
Oh, cool.
Half elephant, half ant, half
so yeah.
man.
If I could remember the name of your character.
Fal
Fal
Dune.
Dune. That's what it is. I remembered that. Fal Dune's sharp eyes pick out the edges of a panel, a secret hidden panel on the wall that he actually picked out at the very end of last session, but did not see my message about until we had already quit playing.
That is correct. I left a note underneath my character typed out on Roll20. Look at DMs. I'm like, what's the dungeon master have to do with it? I can't look at that.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh yeah, the Discord messages. So yeah, like right here underneath the bookshelf, there's like this. It looks different than all the other parts of the wall around it. I'm gonna try to push that aside.
All right. You give it a push, and it doesn't seem to move left or right if you try to slide it.
I attempt to slide it up and down.
Hey, Fal Dune, you sure it's not a push door? Oh. And then as you slide it over, I see that I was also wrong.
It does not slide up or down either.
I attempt to pull it towards me.
All right, just putting something in the crack and kind of prying on it.
Yes. Perhaps if there's like the cover of a book on the bookshelf. I believe Fal Dune wouldn't exactly be the bookish type, so we just wedge whatever you can find in there.
It makes me cringe a little bit, but I think it's accurate. So the cover pops open, and I should have scrolled down to this before I said that. Been so much lead up to this. I've had 3 weeks to scroll down and look at the note that I left for myself. What the hell? There. Inside the panel, there are two objects sitting on the floor of a very small space, maybe 8 inches deep by 10 inches wide and a foot tall or so. There is an ingot of a metal that looks kind of like steel, but just a little bit duller, a little bit less sheen. There's one ingot of that, and then sitting on top of it is a potion of healing.
Ooh.
Handy.
Excellent.
So, who wants the potion and who wants the metal?
Being a dwarf, would I be able to identify that metal?
That is actually a fantastic idea.
No, but you can identify the potion of healing.
Yes, you can, and that would be. I'm debating on if that's going to be like history or. nature for you. Or maybe just intelligence. I don't know. Take your pick.
Well, they're all int, and I don't do good in that at all, so I'll just do history.
All right.
You've seen this type of metal before, but not very often. You know it's not very common. You can't quite put your finger on what it is, though.
I'd like that ingot, please. I think it might be kind of rare. I might be able to make something for someone.
Yeah, sure, dude. And I'll
You
hand
got
to
it.
All right, so you can add one strange metal ingot to your inventory.
Thank you.
And then we can carry on.
Alrighty. Who would like the potion of healing? I mean, I'm doing all right for right now.
I already have one. So if someone is lacking, someone should take it.
I have one as well. So, Fal, do you have any?
I don't know. Allow me to check. I may or may not have been taking down some notes.
As the resident carrier, I believe I have 3 potions of healings that are to be used by the group as a whole.
Yeah, I feel like that may be a bit... Like, it may be tough to be like, yo, Felix,
I
hit me
agree.
up with one of them potions, like in the midst of fighting a thing.
I definitely agree.
I also have one, but I'm willing to take another one just to break the stalemate.
Sure.
Alright, perfect.
I've never seen a party that's so adverse to picking up loot.
No, you take a potion. No,
No,
you take the
no.
potion.
I insist.
I had one for lunch today. I couldn't possibly.
The old Forgotten Realms standoff. The Sword Coast standoff. What's the D&D equivalent of Canada?
Probably. Well, it couldn't be the Sword Coast. Or like Eberron or something.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Mm.
So now that
Alright.
the most insidious and dangerous of problems has passed, inventory management, what would you like to do?
Does anyone need a short rest?
I'm doing
Good to-
great.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Alright.
I'm not doing like 100%, but I'm rocking like a solid 2 out of 3%.
That's
Well,
kind of
pretty
where I
good.
am. I'm probably more 2 out of 2 or 2 out of 4.
Felix,
Fine.
could you like,
Intelligence is not your best stat after all.
yeah, exactly.
Felix, could you like give me a number crunch on that real quick? Like, see what we got here.
No. I don't believe that's mathematically possible.
Has anyone seen the Leroy Jenkins clip? What about you,
Yes.
Joel? Could you give me a number
Yes.
crunch on that real quick? Yeah, I'm seeing like 33.33% repeating, of course, chance for success.
2 out of 3%.
Which one is the Leroy Jenkins of the group? I'm gonna like
So
I'm thinking
I'm gonna
Orsik.
like scratch my nose
yeah.
with my finger out, you know, clearly pointing towards Orsik.
Hmm?
Alright, let's find whatever the source of that clicking sound is.
That's down, right? You don't want to go up?
I feel like we should go up first.
As I said, we
think
should
up
definitely go up first. And then
Yeah.
investigate what that clicking sound is.
Well, we'll have to go downstairs eventually.
Truth.
Eventually.
We could always
Keyword.
climb out the window.
Ooh, true. That was fun.
as Orsik knows, even falling from great heights isn't always fatal.
Sometimes it's barely even a nuisance. It's barely a
Sometimes it's more of a
hindrance.
nuisance for everyone else than it is for the person that fell.
Gotta take like a 3-week detour sometimes.
All right,
right.
well, I'm going to start slowly heading upwards on the staircase.
Alrighty.
Up we go.
I'll follow close behind, providing torchlight for myself.
Okay. quarters going to get tight up there. Here's what we can do though.
Mm.
So you proceed up the staircase about 1 level worth, and I'm going to slowly stack you all in here. So in order, just based on the way you were standing outside the door, it's Orsik, Wit, Felix, and then Fal Dune kind of moving counterclockwise up the stairs. So Orsik, you find yourself standing against a closed door. Hang on, let me make sure this staircase doesn't go further up. Okay, it does. So the staircase continues further from this point, but there is a door at the level you're on.
Okay. I'll ask my companions, do you want to stop here or keep going up?
I think that depends on like if we just want to like fight this Azor right now, or if we want to like see if there's anything else here that we could use. Because I'll be honest,
Potions.
if there's some kind of like sword of like nullify heat in this room, we could definitely use that. I feel, based on the research Whit and I did back there in the library.
You had me at sword, and so I'm gonna try to open the door.
After that, he just kind of stopped listening. As soon as the word sword exits Fal's
It was
mouth,
just like
boom,
static.
kicks in the door.
All right. You slide the door open. Get my dynamic lighting out of the way. And you find yourself in what appears to be a small bunk room.
Do I hear anything?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
You just hear all the bunks say bunk, bunk, bunk.
Bunk.
It's like Pokemon.
Do they evolve?
Yeah, bunk beds. They basically just stack up. It's like how Magnemite evolves into Magneton.
All right.
Wow, I think you actually do hear that.
They're calling to him. He needs a nap. So, listening carefully with your head just barely stuck out the door, you hear a very faint noise, not in this room, but somewhere else. It seems like on this floor, but you can't quite tell where.
Okay. And these beds, are they like mattresses, or this is like a bedroll that I could take?
They're mattresses on like small, short bed frames.
Gotcha. Okay. Taking someone else's bedroll is not beyond me. All right, I'm gonna start marching out.
All right. As you walk into the room, you can see that a lot of the pieces of the frames have been removed. A lot of the hardware is gone. It's mostly the wooden parts of the frames left, and the somewhat disheveled bedding on them. In addition to the beds, there is a door in the northeast corner of the room, and 2 cabinets along the other walls.
I'd like to check the cabinet.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation. All right. Taking a look in the cabinets, you find... Just put here. You find 7 gold, a rolled up scroll, 2 daggers, and 5 arrows.
All right, I'll kind of gesture to my companions, like, "Hey, there's loot.
Yeah.
For you guys to share. None of it, I don't think I can use."
Mind if I have those arrows?
Not at all.
Instantly, the only thing Felix cares about is the 2 pieces of paper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe this is like a scroll of like thunderstorm or earthquake or some crazy.
Something
there-
real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Maybe
Is
it's
there anything written on the scrolls?
maybe it's a scroll of like
Alright.
record intelligence.
You
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paper.
You
Wanna
unroll
call
the
that?
scroll and take a look at it, and it's written in a language that's a little bit different. Like it seems like an odd dialect of what languages do you speak again?
Hold on. Oh, that's opening up quite the kettle of fish. I think I speak 4.
Good God,
Hold on. I'm coming.
I see it.
Oh,
I'm already there.
That's not it.
Hey,
All right, there you go.
It's written in like an odd dialect of Elvish, but you can kind of puzzle it out. And it appears to be. I'll send it to you here.
You can just send it to the group. I'm sure I'd read it out loud anyway.
I
Or
like
not.
giving information in private in case it's something that like people
Nope,
want to alter. Not that that's going to happen very often or at all, maybe, but you know,
I feel you.
I'll give you the option.
hey,
You
sometimes
mean like
that
someone tricking someone else into believing that it's a magical ring that can talk to birds?
hypothetically. To be fair, I told you could talk to small animals. Somehow, over time, that has been interpreted as birds.
Really? Was it? Oh,
It was
I
small
really thought
animals.
you said talk to birds only.
I said like birds and
Also
other
in-
small animals, and I think you just stopped listening. Everyone stopped listening after the birds part.
Also, I don't know that he ever said it was a scroll of understand birds.
I believe that's correct.
Or a ring of talk to birds. Like, yeah, I can give you a ring of talk to birds. Here's any ring. Go talk to birds. You won't be able to understand them, but you can talk to them all you want. I maintain it was a great gift.
Yeah, it was excellent. That was such a fun tidbit in our story.
No, so that's why sometimes I send private messages instead of saying things out loud, even for just like benign, pointless information.
I
Just
love
to
it.
leave the possibility of mystery.
Okay. Well, that's actually kind of cool. So this is a magical scroll of magic, and it actually lets anybody do something that I can actually already do. So it's a spell called Message, and basically all you have to do is read this scroll, you activate it, you basically point at somebody, and it delivers a message in their mind.
Ooh.
I know you did the finger wave when you did that.
I did, yeah. I was like, woo, you know. And the recipient can respond in kind. Would somebody like a one-time use telepathy?
Pass over here.
Alrighty,
I'm good.
I'll take it.
man. Oh, hey, thanks, Fal Dune. Not leaving me hanging.
Are you okay if I like use it to mess with somebody at some point, or is it like to be specifically used for good purposes?
That is 100% up to your discretion now, as it is now your scroll.
Yoink!
Alrighty.
Did we check the other dresser that was in this room?
Yeah, I just kind of lumped them together.
Okay, cool. In that case, everybody ready? Everybody good?
As ready as I'll ever be.
I'm ready,
Think
dude.
we're golden.
I'm gonna open this door to the northeast.
Sounds like a
All
plan.
right. If I can get on the right layer here. So you slide the door open, and just as you do so,
Oh,
from
my.
the far end of the hallway, you spot one of the mechanical creatures. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy. DM, I have a question.
Okay.
I think I've lost my torch. Because I can't see anything except myself and a completely black screen.
Now you were supposed to keep track of your torch. We didn't say we'd provide you with another one.
So thank you. I think when my character was moved for me, my torch got left behind.
Well, damn, you're gonna blame it on me now. I see what it is.
I mean, I'm just gonna blame it on the general universe.
That's still me.
I am the universe.
I can't get out of it that easy.
It finally happened.
Whoa!
2 digits.
I finally cracked the second digit.
Not just 2 digits, but one more number into 2 digits.
We're all gonna die.
I can't believe
now.
it.
Integer beyond 2 digits.
Either that or I actually just rolled in binary. It's tough to tell. The jury's still out.
That's actually a 3.
Yeah.
Right, got that. 15. And the dexterity. All right. Wit, I believe you are first up.
We know. So I'm going to scoop my butt over here, see what I can see. Ah, yes, mechanical jerk. I'm gonna shoot him with my bow.
All right, that will definitely connect. You slam an arrow into one of its mechanical sides, and a little bit of thick black liquid oozes out.
Gross.
Ugh.
But
Okay, anything else?
I know that's about all I can do.
All right. With that, let me get the right tool here. We go to their turn, and the one in front of you there comes down the hallway and presses into the doorway, lashing out with javelins. That's what they are. I used the wrong. Yep, it's the wrong stat block. All right, javelin. That's right. So lashes out with javelins at Orsik. It will be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right, and take 4 piercing damage. And then, okay, another 22 to hit
It's not getting better.
for another 4 piercing damage. This guy's really consistent. Oh, now it's changed. That was a nat 20.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy.
So that will be 9 piercing damage. All right. The mechanical creature comes sprinting into the doorway, flailing with the 3 javelins in its 3 hands, and stabs Orsik several times, on which he collapses to the ground.
Oh,
Rude.
And
Well, that's pretty not good.
no.
Wit, from behind that one, you see another one approach and stand near the doorway.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Menacingly.
Fal Dune, you are up.
Ooh, boy.
By which I mean you are down the staircase.
Hey, excuse me, Felix. Excuse me, dude.
Yep.
Where are they?
Up here.
Aha, I see them now. I really hope this place is fire resistant. And, like, it's... They gotta keep an Azor in here, right? Like, it's fireproof.
Yeah, totally. Do the thing.
Boosh! And I'm gonna cast that in this space right where the door is. Or if it's like a double door, then in the one that's, I guess, closest to Orsik without hitting him.
I'll let you put it in the door frame there. I think I've got still. Somewhere.
Woo!
We'll say it's in this guy's space for the purposes of clarity.
Works for me. If you want, you can send that below. Like, right-click on it and hit, like, send to back. That'll put it beneath the automaton guy. There we go. Woo. All right.
All right.
So, any creature, when I cast the spell, must succeed on a dex save or else take a d8 fire damage.
Okay. That will be an 11.
Boosh. He fails, so he's taking 4 damage.
Alrighty. That out of the way. Felix.
Not hearing the Orsiki sounds of death and destruction going on, even though he's in the room. Felix walks up. Is it possible to, like, feed my companion a potion of healing?
Yeah, I think that's pretty well accepted as a thing.
Then I will do that. I will expend 1 potion of healing to heal 2. Is it 2d4 plus 4?
Plus 2, I think. 2d4 plus 2.
2. Alrighty. Alright, then I'm doing that. Come on, big money. Okay, I'll keep it.
All right. Orsik, you find yourself coming back from the brink. With Felix
Thank you.
kneeling over you, pouring something down your throat.
Thank goodness you're back up. I'll assume that was my regular action.
Yeah.
And, I don't really have any bonus action worth taking, so, I'm just gonna shimmy my way to the back, try to be as inconspicuous as possible, and, then just kind of chill.
All right.
Yeah.
Orsik, you are conscious but prone.
I stand up. When you drink a potion yourself, is that a bonus action or does that complete a full action?
I think taking the potion itself would be an act.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna hit this guy in the face with my hammer.
Is that a
If it
euphemism
even
for
has a.
anything?
Wait, sorry. Say that again.
Is that a euphemism for anything?
It can be.
I was asking.
All right. Unfortunately, the mechanical creation manages to just deflect the blow with just a minor scuff on its side.
Hey, but you did scuff it, though.
You scratched the paint. Good job.
No one can take that away from you.
Well, I mean, it cuts
Right.
with like some turtle wax, but that's that, yeah. So, as we move to the top of the next round, Felix, can you give me a perception check?
I can. I don't know what good it'll do, but I can certainly give you the check. Hey!
All right. And
You
this
said
is
like
why-
a liar.
I will have to throw out a caveat here. I once again have accidentally drawn over a secret and not left it available to use with dynamic lighting. So
Oh, that's fun.
tiny bit of theater of the mind here. But on the wall behind you, and I will
Mhm.
sketch it real quick so that you see where it is. Right between these lines.
Mhm.
Actually, it doesn't line up with a perfect square that way. Let's do it. Might as well correct their sloppy design.
Sure.
In the corner there on that wall,
Mm-hmm.
a hidden panel cracks open,
What?
and another of the creatures comes through from behind.
Great.
Oh god.
And begins lashing wildly at Felix with his javelin. That'll be what is this, plus 3, so 15 to hit.
That is my armor class.
Okay. Take 3 damage.
Alright.
12 to hit, which won't get anywhere. And a 13 to hit.
Okay. I just screwed up. I'm just unscrewing it up. Alright. Bam, done.
And
Ow.
if anybody does want to go through that secret passageway, I'll have to your character through there, but I can do that. Fault for.
Alrighty.
All right, Wit, we're back to you.
Oh yay! You threw me off with that secret panel. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, you too, huh?
It is actually drawn on the map, and then I just completely forgot to, carve it out with the dynamic lighting.
Small
That's fine.
details. So, we're all kind of in a pickle, so I'm gonna hop up on this bed and still
Okay.
continue shooting that jerk there, and hopefully get rid of one of them.
How would you like to do it?
I think it was just kind of like, as I was jumping up on the bed, I just took a quick trick shot.
Hell yeah.
360 no scope. Is that still a thing?
100%.
It is now. You made it cool again.
Heck yeah!
All right. The arrow catches that one in its mechanical eye, and it collapses to the ground with a loud clanking noise and begins to disintegrate into dust.
One down, boys.
All right. Anything else?
That's all she wrote for now.
Okay. The remaining one takes a step back to make sure to stay out of the range of that fire, and throws a javelin at Wit. Guess that's the benefits using javelins. That will be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, that'll be 7 piercing damage.
I decline, but thank you.
Okay.
It's a pro strike.
Alright, moving on.
The creature still possessing 2 more javelins does exactly what you would expect of him. That will be a 19 to hit
That's
for 6 damage. And a 15 to hit.
that matches, so it hits.
Okay. For another 7 damage. Damn.
Ow! There goes all my health.
So a trio of javelins come flashing through the doorway and slam into you where you've landed atop the bed. But you're still standing, so there's that.
Barely.
And the creature doesn't have any more javelins.
That's
Thank
good,
God.
because they're all my guys. Like that scene in Ace Ventura when he gets hit.
All right. With that, go to Fal Dune. I was going for it, Logan. Damn
I
it.
got you. The advantage of not being the DM.
The advantage of not having wireless internet.
This is marginal. It's not great because I can't see beyond that doorway over there. So I'm just gonna worry about this guy who's right in front of me. I will leave the bonfire there. If anything ends its turn there, they're going to take damage. Or if they enter it for the first time on a turn, they will also take damage. So
Yeah, I'm ruling in your favor on just because the doors on this map and the floor squares don't quite line up, but I'm ruling in your favor in that anything that goes through that doorway will have to pass through the fire where it is right now.
Alright, thank you very much. So I'll level a spear at this guy and give him a little poke with the spear. Ha-ha.
Ka-chow. And unfortunately, with the 3 whirling javelins and it's clutched in its hands, it's able to push your spear thrust aside.
Alright. Then I'll just raise my shield up and hope that it doesn't hit me too hard when those 3 javelins come whirling this way.
All right, Felix.
Kind of at a loss. Because this is the only one. be honest, I don't really have many good choices for hand-to-hand combat.
Would it be like hoof to mechanical claw?
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I have hands and
True.
fingers and all that.
I mean, he must be able to grab stuff as it locks it on.
I can firmly grasp objects.
Firmly grasp it.
Put it in your hand. Well, I haven't used this before. I will pull out my dagger and I will stab it with my dagger.
I believe you will
Alright.
attempt to stab it.
I will attempt. You're 100% correct.
Pie
Daggers
damage.
like bubble gum.
So, yeah. Oh, piercing. I just wrote PI. There you go. It's been fixed for future rolls.
Pi is approximately equal to 3.
Sure.
Maybe the damage is actually like 9 point. What would it be? 3, 8? No.
Are you trying to do pi squared?
No, I
No,
was
it's
gonna do
pi times 3.
pi.
Ah.
9.42 damage, approximately.
Yeah, like 9.42 damage.
Yep,
We'll
that's
round
it.
down to just 9, and then we'll divide it by
Okay.
3 for just 3.
Repeating,
Smart.
of course.
So- And then we'll actually subtract 3 because it didn't hit.
Okay.
Wow.
So you attempt to stab the creature, but if its whirling javelins were able to deflect even the spear of the mighty Fal Dune, your pitiful dagger is no match.
Yep, I expected that. And that's where I end my turn.
All right, Orsik.
Question: Can I walk through this fire that's in between this door without burning alive?
That entirely depends on whether I'm able to dispel it as a reaction. Because if you walk through the fire, you will have to make a dexterity save in order to avoid taking damage. Or, I assume you could be like, hey Fal, turn the fire off. And that's a thing that hypothetically sounds like I would be able to do on my turn. Like, it's not written on this spell that I'm able to do that, but it makes sense to me that that would be a possible outcome in the world of D&D.
Yeah, I would say dismissing a spell is a reaction at most because it's a concentration spell, so you're really not doing anything. You're just stopping doing
Right.
something.
It would kind of be like letting go of an object. Like, I assume it would take about as much effort as doing that.
Okay. In that case, fire off, please.
Oh, you got it, dude. And I turn the fire off.
All right. And then after asking so politely, I charge in here screaming bloody murder.
Thank you very much for turning off the fire. Well, at least it hit.
All right,
Hopefully.
I'm muted. So
Oh.
I was gonna use this great weapon fighting style, and it's when you roll a 1 or 2 on damage, you can re-roll the weapon die.
okay.
Eh,
So
I'll
that
take it.
replaces the 1 on your damage roll.
Yes.
So you'd get an 8 plus 3 for 11 plus 2 for 13.
Plus 2, 4.
Wait. Oh. Is the okay? So it's the 3 and the 5 that you re-roll the whole damage roll, both dice.
Is that
Is it true?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm looking it up right
what
now.
I have written?
Great Weapon Master.
Sounds like the die, not the dice.
Ah,
So probably
okay.
just that one.
Okay. Sorry.
No problem. I'll give you the 5. Well, there you go. I was gonna give you the 5 anyway, so
Nice.
5.
Nice.
So that's 10. All right. So you slam your maul into the side of the creature, crumpling one of its facets in, and you hear a grinding of gears and a little bit of smoke belches out of a crack in the side as it attempts to spin around to face you better.
All right. And that's going to be the end of the turn.
All right. It is the surprise creature's turn, and it's going to start stabbing wildly out of this corner. Once at Felix, it's a 14 to hit.
Still misses.
Okay. And then at Fal Dune, that's a 6. That's not going anywhere. And then an 11 at Fal Dune. I don't think that's going in.
Okay, also misses.
Okay.
Hey, go us.
Wint, you are up.
All right, we're gonna make some questionable decisions and now try to stab this guy. Questionable.
That is pretty questionable.
I know, right?
Orsik approves of questionable.
I figure whenever stabbing's involved, Orsik is just over there like, yes, 10 out of 10, good choice.
Orsik lives
Capital idea.
questionably.
He just gets real fancy all of a sudden. Yes.
I say, what a smashing idea.
Monocle appears out of nowhere.
Smashing idea.
Capital idea.
Or it just turns into Nigel Thornberry.
Yes!
Smash.
Nigel Thornberry. Isn't there a whole thing about Nigel Thornberry? Isn't he a meme?
Oh, he's definitely
Probably.
a meme. He's like a cultural icon, though.
Oh, that's right. They just put his face on everything. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying. It's real popular in the Sims community to remake him, and he's just terrifying.
First thing I searched for, and it came. He's Magikarp.
How would I remember that? Splashing.
Flashing!
Oh yes, this is great.
Glorious. Anywho, so I'm gonna try and stab him.
Oh, excellent.
I'm sorry. This is too good.
This is my new favorite activity, is to just use the GIFs in Discord.
The Mulan one is just mesmerizing.
Elizabeth is probably sitting upstairs looking at her phone like, what the hell are they doing?
What's going on?
So you attempt to stab the mechanical creation with your rapier, and unfortunately it is still able to deflect the attack.
Cool. But as, you know, since I'm such a good D&D player, I'm going to use my cunning action, then to use disengage and retreat from him.
Genius.
Thank you.
Very cunning.
You! Back to the bed!
Retreat.
I have like 1 HP.
Yeah, Wit's like just bleeding everywhere, barely standing.
Trying to
Can't
help.
focus. All right. The one out in the hallway with Orsik does not have any javelins anymore. Those are all gone.
They're
By
in my
gone, I
legs.
mean they're all stuck in with it. So curls up those 3 metal fists and starts wailing away at Orsik. That will be an 11 to hit, 15 to hit, and a 12 to hit.
Miss.
All right. Fortunately, your armor and just naturally tough dwarven constitution, you're able to shrug off the punches. And with that, we'll go to Fal Dune.
All right, music to my ears. Luckily, my non-ranged combative options are just as amazing as ever. So you know what? We're not gonna get fancy with it. We're gonna go with the tried and true. Let's go with that. Making sure I still have it. Yes, I do. I'm gonna use create bonfire on the space that he's in.
Man, genius.
So you know what? It's not refined, but it's hopefully effective.
I never saw that coming.
And he better make that saving throw, or else he's gonna take 1 damage.
All right. That will be an 18.
Darn, he just barely misses being incinerated alive. Alright. And, I'll raise my shield even higher than it was before. And cower slightly more.
All right. Ooh, excuse me. Felix.
Man, a shield. That sounds lovely. Well, you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here comes the old dagger pain train again. Bam! Hey, I'm going backwards.
All right. Unfortunately, man, you guys, if you had
Yeah.
advantage, you would have hit him so many times. I think he'd already
Yeah.
beat him. But every
Well, that's
time
unfortunate.
your first roll is lower.
That'd be correct.
Even standing atop a bonfire, he is still able to push your dagger back out of the way.
Saw that coming. And I was sitting here to be target practice for an android.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Orsik.
Right. Since this guy brought his fists to a obvious hammer fight, Orsik starts laughing wildly and
Ah, yes. Joining the trend.
exactly.
Yep. Unfortunately, you miss.
What a jerk. And unfortunately, I can't do much more than that. I'm trying to save my big boy toys for the ugly guy.
If you guys
That's-
wipe the party on like 3 random baddies in a dungeon, I'll be so sad.
You have to spend the rest of the session making new characters.
We never said we were the A team. We're more like, you know, the E team.
You're gonna have to get pretty far down the alphabet before you get to where we are.
We're not even ranked.
You're gonna have to get into multiple letters. It's gonna cycle back around.
Double G's coming at you. All right. The guy in the corner continues his assault with javelins, lashing out twice at Fal Dune.
I don't like that.
15 and 5.
A 15 hits, a 5 does not.
All right. Take 7 piercing damage
7.
and 1 parting shot at Orsik. I'm sorry, not Orsik.
Felix.
Felix, that's the one.
Yep.
That's you.
No problem.
12. I think that misses.
It does miss. We're just having a
Alright.
slap fight over here in the corner.
And he also jumps across the bed to this. Oh, that's right, the fire. I forgot about the fire.
Ah, 5.
Is it when he starts in that location or ends in that location?
Either it's when he enters for the first time, or when he ends his turn there. So if he leaves the fire, he's fine.
Are you sure it wouldn't hit him if he started his turn there?
I'm not sure that's... Let me read it. Any creature
Does
in
seem
its
a little-
space when I cast the spell has to succeed on the throw. The creature must also make the throw when it enters for the first time on a turn, or when it ends its turn there.
I mean, it didn't enter, but it was in, and I feel like the logical answer for that is basically it spent time in the fire on this turn.
If you're willing to have it be damaged again, I'm not going to say no.
I mean, I think it's the logical answer. So we're
I
going
do
to
kind of agree.
It fails for that incredible 1 fire damage. Oh no, you're rolling again.
Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah. For future record, I will always roll that again and not use the same damage. So even, like, if next time, if the damage is really good when I roll it, I'm going to roll that again as well.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
keep me to that. I don't want it to be like, yeah, just because it was 1, you re-rolled it.
Got to randomize the
Okay.
dice.
Yeah, always.
All right. So the creature is somewhat scorched, and it hops out of the fire across the bed to land between the two beds. Notably, it is still within Felix's sphere of influence, so no attack of opportunity.
No problem.
All right. Wit, good news. It's closer, so you don't have to reach as far.
Oh yay! Because things are getting a little dark. I'm just gonna hobble. And try to stab.
How would you like to do it?
Oh my gosh! I think at this point I'm just kind of like teetering, and I probably just fall forward.
Pass out as the rapier slams into him. All right. You impale him on your rapier in a barely controlled stumble forward, and he collapses to the ground between the beds and begins to disintegrate away.
First try.
Nice.
The one in the hallway continues attempting to pummel Orsik. That'll be a 7 to hit. Or no, I'm sorry, an 8 to hit. Another 8 to hit. And a 5 to hit. Wow.
Ah, man, this guy's dynamite.
I like how this one almost soloed 75% of the party, and then the one Orsik's dealing with is like, oh no, I got this one, guys, don't you worry about it.
All right, so he pummels at you ineffectively, but it seems like the severe concussive force that you've applied to his side has broken something or weakened something inside him because his punches aren't very fast or very effective. So, Fal Dune.
Okay. This has worked for me exactly once before, so I see no reason to quit doing it. To there. To there. Let's see. Step here. I'm gonna go Orsik duck! And I'm gonna throw my spear at the automaton.
And I'm gonna duck.
Let's
It's
see.
good teamwork right there.
Which is fortunately redundant since he's a dwarf, but
Well, you know, just to be safe. It's not redundant if you suck at throwing spear.
right.
Orsik just knows when someone yells duck. You duck.
Just do it. It's just a good idea. All right, so you hurl your spear at the creature, and it flies towards it before slamming into the wall right next to it.
Oh.
Alright. I will then cower behind the door over here and go, oh, Orsik, you got it shook. Like, now's your chance, dude. Yeah, I'll pass the turn.
All right, Felix. Oh, did you let the bonfire go?
Yes.
I'll put it with the bear.
Perfect.
With the bear.
To be fair, I've seen that bear over there the entire time, and I'm like, that's where the room ends.
That's pretty funny. Hey Wit, would you like a healing potion? I noticed your perfect maneuver to take down that robot might have left you a bit hurt
I got one. Just waiting.
already.
Take
Well, I
care of
tried.
it.
Well, I tried. Be well, I recommend lots of bed rest. And, I guess I'll, like, peek into this room.
Okay. I'll just pop you through the wall here so you can take a look.
Yep,
Oh,
I love it.
that was your torch, but let me take
That's
you
fine.
through.
No problemo.
So you find yourself in a slightly larger bunk room with even more beds and a couple of cabinets. And at the far end of the room, you can see another. Well, I don't know if you can.
Well,
actually-
I can't, so you know what? The rest of the room isn't there yet.
At the far end of the room, there is no far end of the room.
Yep, it's very dark.
But
Alright.
the important part, you don't see any enemies.
Perfect. I'm gonna peek my head back into the room prime. And, I will ready a frost bolt a ray of frost, just in case anything comes through this door. Or you know what? Any door. If any enemy that comes in wishing us harm, I'm just gonna prepare a ray of frost for you. I think that's the better idea.
No
No
point
need to
getting
be picky.
specific.
No. And that's it.
All right. Orsik.
All right. Feeling newly inspired from Fal Dune's encouragement, I attack.
How would you like to do it?
Yeah. I'm gonna give Fal Dune a cheeky thumbs up and then just smash this guy right in his like center torso, kind of crumpling all the metal.
All right. You crumple him like an ale can, and he slams into the wall from the force of the maul impacting him, and then collapses to the ground with a clatter, even as he begins to disintegrate.
Woohoo!
Well, that sounded good.
All clear. For now.
Hey, thanks, Orsik.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I didn't do a whole lot, but you're very welcome.
You saved my buns.
Oh,
Speaking
I
of,
guess that's true.
my buns need another healing potion, so I'm going to drink one.
I think we could just take like the longest nap known to mankind.
That sounds like a pretty decent idea, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, I like that idea better than drinking a health potion.
Just a really long nap.
Sleep, I think, is what you call that.
Sure. These other rooms clear? Do we need to like barricade them?
The other one looked
Jam a
pretty
lock
okay.
shut?
I like the idea of locking them, though, if it's at all feasible.
I don't know, I can unlock things, so I assume I can relock them.
Is this door?
Lock
Has
check
this been explored down here?
It hasn't been explored, but the door's open because one of the creatures came through there.
I see. I'm gonna peek my head around here.
All right. You poke your head around the corner and you find a small, like the small room there is like a latrine with toilets along the walls, and then there's a door at the far side.
Do I hear anything from the other side of the door? That is
Perception?
closed?
You hear nothing.
Well, that's
Alright.
good. Or it's not.
Well, I'm gonna come back in here with my companions. I think we should at least close the door to the stairwell.
Amen to
I agree.
Yeah, let's do it.
Boom. Door closed. Did I lose you guys?
No?
Nope.
Yes.
I'm
Oh.
here.
Thought my internet dropped for a minute.
Just waiting for the doors to be closed.
Are we doing a short rest or a long rest?
Well, I mean, I have trance, so for me that's like, I don't know.
We could try to take like as long of a rest as possible, and if we get interrupted, that'll be better than nothing.
Then I get upset at someone.
I'm good with either. I was just planning if I'm using hit dice or not.
Yeah, I mean, all I need is 4 hours just to kind of stare at a wall.
So, and I will say you are still obviously in a tower that's populated by hostile creatures. So, taking a whole night off to try and sleep peacefully has a good chance of being interrupted, but a short rest is more likely to succeed.
I'm down with a short rest. I need a few hours too. Can you only use one hit die per hour, or could I use all of them feasibly in like 1 hour?
I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember what the rules are, but I'm looking them up. Yeah.
Mm.
I think you can use up to half of your hit dice on a short rest, but I don't know how true that is.
Can spend one or more hit dice up to the maximum number of hit dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So in that case, could
And
I? technically do some like somewhat of a watch so that my other party members could maybe rest longer than I did?
Yeah, so you can stay awake and alert through a short rest. A short rest is a period of downtime during which a character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wound. So you can just like all chill and talk quietly and
Okay.
write in your diaries, and that counts as a short rest.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
And I never thought of this before, but I guess it makes sense. So when you roll the hit die, you can roll 1 hit die and add your Constitution modifier, and you don't have to say like I'm going to spend 4. You can spend 1, see how it goes, maybe decide if you want to spend another, and kind of go through it like that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I like the sound of that.
So I'll let you go ahead and start a short rest, and for your short rest, everybody go ahead and give me a perception check too.
Righto.
Shabam.
Woo.
All right. What? Who said that?
All right. Okay, and everybody go ahead and do your hit die thing.
Wait,
Dang.
My God.
is that really rolling that? Did I really get that lucky?
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Don't forget Constitution modifier.
Oh yeah,
I don't have one.
mine's 4. Oh no, sorry, mine's 2.
You.
Guess we're just gonna use all these hit die.
Wow. Hey, there you go. Well done. You're getting better.
Excellent.
We're just gonna use one water. Ah! Finally!
Hey.
Uh-huh.
all
We're
right.
healthy
It
again!
worked out.
And here's my really dumb question. Do we get hit die back after the end of a long rest?
I believe you recover hit dice. Hang on, where'd they go?
Yeah, if I
I don't
remember,
remember.
it's half of them every long rest or something.
Okay.
I believe so. I think that's where I was getting the half from.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is up to a number of dice equal to half. Can regain 4. Yeah.
I may as well.
I mean, everyone else is jumping off a cliff.
Blah.
Right, I mean,
Nah, it's because I had 3 left out of my 4, and I already used 2 to put me at 1. And I'm like, there's no reason using any fewer now.
Yeah, I guess.
Plus that is that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, what the heck? I'll use my last one.
Smart.
wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess I may as well, you know.
Yeah. No big deal.
So I'm disappointed. I tried to go and find the wild thornberries, and I can't find it for download
No.
through my usual
no.
sources. I'm sure it's available somewhere. I'm just gonna have to look harder. Probably on YouTube,
You find anything there?
right? All right. So unfortunately, you all are able to settle in, be quiet, and take a rest for 2 hours without any interruption. Got lucky on the roll there. So 2 hours pass. You're able to spend your hit dice, and I reckon you're able to proceed now.
All right.
Go on.
Well, I feel refreshed.
Yeah. It's a good journaling moment.
Nothing like fighting some mechanical dudes and then immediately going to sleep.
Just a little.
Well, I guess you want to continue this floor, or do we want to keep going?
I mean, did we check to see like what's in these drawers at all?
Yeah,
No, we have
he
not.
checked those two already.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So should we go through the secret passage?
Like,
I would. I just can't find my body.
what?
That sounds like a personal problem.
I have no idea what happened.
Sorcerer problems, am I right?
Ah, thank you. All right, I'm good.
All right. Which way are you going?
I think we should investigate the secret passage.
I'm
Kill.
done with it.
Okay. Who's going first?
I'll go.
There we go.
Yep. Yeah, I heard Orsik volunteer.
I'll be
All right.
second. Woo.
Get out of your way, good sir.
So, Orsik, you find yourself in another, a larger bunk room, couple of cabinets along the walls, more beds, and you can probably see that there's a door at the far end.
Show
And-
off.
Some
Okay.
other people are coming in behind you all.
Oh wow, it's swanky in here.
Oh, you're pulling them in. I'm like, why can't I go through?
Hey, my torch is back.
No meow.
How does it look in here? Is this place pretty dilapidated too? Have those machines been taking parts for something?
Yeah,
This
it
room?
looks about as dilapidated as the other side.
All right. What's in these drawers?
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation to search your drawers. All right. Going through the cabinets here, they seem to have been gone through a little more thoroughly by somebody else besides yourself. You find... There you go. 7 silver, 4 crossbow bolts, and a silk glove with 6 fingers, along with a prodigious quantity of dust and cobwebs.
Ooh.
Wow. There's a strange glove in here, and maybe some crossbow bolts if somebody shoots crossbow. Oh, I guess I do. I'll take the crossbow bolt.
Alrighty.
Talked himself into that one pretty quick.
Wait, hold up. Why do that?
Does anybody need
I-
this? Never mind, I need this.
I'll take the glove, I guess, if nobody else wants it.
I got 5 fingers, dude. I'm gonna waggle my hands.
I mean, I've got 4, but you know, I figure there's always something can always happen to go wrong and give me a couple extra.
You know, knowing you, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, Felix, I wasn't gonna say anything, but that may be a good idea. In case you turn into some kind of 6-fingered race of humanoid whatever.
Yeah. Hey, thanks.
You could always just stuff the extra finger with something and then put it on your hand and use it as like to win bets at a bar or something.
Alright. All good ideas. Alright.
Does that list include this side?
Yeah, I rolled them all together.
I think this is probably going to go to the latrine, so I'm going to open this door. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I think we continue onwards.
How do we always find the bathroom?
No less.
If,
Would you rather be unable to find the bathroom?
Nope.
Fair
Good
point.
if you gotta
Bruce.
go, you gotta go, dudes.
It is Orsik's favorite place.
That should surprise me, but it doesn't.
All right, headed back to the staircase.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So you return to the spiral staircase, which totally does not have a closed door in front of it. Aha! There you go.
Oh, that's weird, because the door should be closed, because we closed it.
That's right. You did. Well, I opened it. I assume you were going to open it.
Yeah. I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah,
Well,
you can always assume I'm going to open it.
Right. Orsik opens doors. That's what he does. So
Exactly.
you have stairs going up and stairs going down.
And I'll quietly point up, gesture to my teammates like we're going up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Yeah.
they say, ever upward.
I like that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to walk up.
Okay.
I'll be right behind him.
I'm gonna do the stacking thing again.
Alright.
Scroll to the left, everyone.
Whoops. Thank you.
These staircases are something else, dude. Let me tell you.
They're pretty great.
All right. So Orsik, you have now reached the top of the staircase. It does not go up any further from here, but you find yourself at a door. There is also, I think, what appears to be a window beside you, so you can look out from the 5th floor of this tower. See the shimmering force field outside, and then the forest, a little bit of the forest beyond before the fog cuts it all off.
Can I see anything like if I look out the window, can I see any adjacent like piece of the building? Maybe is there any other windows that I
No,
might be
the
able
whole
to see?
thing. The whole thing is right on top of. Every floor is right on top of the one below. So,
Okay.
like, the best you could do if you smush your face against the glass is see a little bit of the wall down below you.
Gotcha. Okay. Do I hear anything behind the door?
Go ahead and give me perception. All right.
Okay. Sounds like a small fire crackling. Does this door have a keyhole?
Yes, it does.
I'd like to look through it.
All right. You take a peek through the keyhole, and you can see maybe 10 feet across from the door. There's a blank wall, but nothing else in the room that you can notice.
Any lights?
No.
All right. Well, then you know what time it is. Time to open the door.
All right. You open the door and find yourself in a small antechamber.
It's very dramatic for a four-tile room.
Yeah,
It's not what I was picturing in my head.
the tower is getting awfully small as you move higher up.
Yeah. All right. I am going to. Is there any windows that I can see from here?
Nope, no more windows in this one. Just another door to the south. And
Okay,
that
I'll gesture
crackling sound is a little bit louder now.
All right, I'll gesture to my party that it's all clear right now.
Right.
Already.
Do you think this is where like the Azor is, just behind this door?
Sorry,
I
do
do
I
think that because I just heard you.
I think Fal Dune is becoming one of the robot people.
My brethren were unable to exterminate you.
Hey, tight squeeze in here.
Plot twist for the ages.
Yeah. So did you said? Do I think it's what?
Do you think like the Azor is behind that door? Like the thing we're here to fight and capture the heart of? And or possibly enslave for the betterment of the city?
I hope so. Because I'm ready to go home and forge something out of this special ingot that I found. Or, well, that you found.
Perfect. Do we want to like
Alright, let's do it.
prepare first or anything? Or just like go in, all arrows blazing?
I think everything's gonna be blazing in there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Orsik was born ready.
All right, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna open up this door.
All right. You attempt to open the door, but it's locked.
All right, bye. Going home.
Alright,
See you
Hang
guys.
on.
I'm making some room.
I'm gonna sit back and let with your thing.
Everybody move 1 square clockwise.
It's like slide puzzle.
Sweat.
Slide to the left.
Alright.
All right. With your sleight of hand, which is never anything short of phenomenal, you are easily able to unlock any mortal lock.
Yeah. Well, I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith. I'm gonna just slide a little bit.
To the left.
Cha cha cha.
I'm gonna try to slowly open the door, not with like barbarian force.
Whoa.
He's not fanging it, people.
Wow.
You know.
All right, so you begin to crack the door open. I'm not sure what you can see there, but you begin to see the outline of an office. There's a desk, a chair. The crackling sound is much louder now that you're beginning to open the door. Can you see anything from there?
Yes. I can see the end, like the chair behind the desk, and I can see just like the desk, and that's it.
Okay.
And the wall
Alright.
behind it.
Would you like to open it a little wider?
Yep.
That sounds like a leading DM question. Translation, you want to open it a little wider.
Yeah.
So
Is it louder now that I open it even more?
it is louder, and I don't think you can see anything, but Wit might be able to.
Yeah.
if
There's
I'm reading
things.
this correctly.
All right. Are we ready?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Azer, so.
Wait, hold on. There is one thing I gotta do first. And I turn into a bear.
Did that require the sneeze?
It wasn't a sneeze, it was like an effort.
Your sneeze.
Rawr.
All right. So yeah, Wit, from your location, just kind of edging around the corner of a bookcase, you can see that there is a creature that is a little bit taller than a dwarf, but appears to be made of a burnished bronze metal, with hair made of flames, and holding down at its side what appears to be a hammer with a head that's constantly wreathed in flame. It's just kind of standing and staring at the opposite wall right now, not moving.
Yeah, that's our boy.
Rawr.
Oh boy.
I kind of wish we could, befriend it, but I'm pretty sure it's just kind of enslaved, angry, and evil.
Yeah. The
Well,
trifecta.
we can always walk in there and say what's up.
Yo, you want to come work for us? Get your butt out of this tower?
Work for us.
And by work, I mean, maybe form a union, give you some fair wages, and wait.
Break out the
Look,
clipboards.
they don't have a clipboard.
Well,
I
how long
think
do you want to
it's
stand
going
here
for it.
waiting before it turns around and sees you before you make a move?
Yeah, it's good to see you soon, guys. So,
Rawr. Yeah, rawr.
All right. Well then, I guess let's go.
let's
Let's
do this
do
thing.
Yeah, we came here to do something. So,
We came here to kick
and I'm
ass.
just gonna walk right on in here. Wow. Oh yeah, he is. Oh my.
Rawr. Rawr.
Yeah.
So as you enter the room, the creature seems to hear you and can I do this? Oh, I can. And turns to face you. Flip. Haha.
Smooth.
It slowly looks back and forth amongst probably the three of you that it can see right now, and then flexes its fingers around the haft of its hammer before raising the hammer above its head, smiling, and rushing you.
Oh,
Go ahead.
come on, dude.
Not cool.
I thought he was just gonna do that thing, like, if you're holding something in your hand, but you see someone so you, raise it up in the gesture of, oh, hey!
Hey.
I thought that's what he was doing.
Yeah, no, apparently it's just I'm alone in this tower, and man, I could have had some social companion. I'm gonna just kill him.
That is what it seems like.
Ooh, look at me.
Orsik.
Look at me go.
Tonight's the night.
I see Felix has dropped back into his comfort zone.
Yep, I've gone back to incrementing by 1.
Are we missing?
I'm right there. I
Fal
just have to see what the
Dune.
bear's initiative is.
Gotcha.
That doesn't seem fair. All right. Good job, brown bear. It's
What's that like?
+0.
Oh man, that must be unfortunate.
I mean, it is when you're used to, being good.
Oh man, it would stink to be lower than
So whatever
plus
this
0.
is, subtract 1 from it. Well, that's not good.
Hey, welcome to the club.
All right, let's sort. Wit, you are first.
Cool. Alright, it's Jerk. You attack first. I'm gonna try and shoot him.
He really didn't.
He made the gesture. We were just wandering in
That is
like,
true.
hey man, you got any cheat? Oh, hey, you look murderous.
Can you spare a cup of sugar?
Don't ask any questions how we got in here, okay? Anyways, let's see if I can shoot that guy. Nope. Alright, you next.
Yep. Unfortunately, your arrow glances off of what appears to be a metallic skin. Okay. Let's see. Make sure I've got that right. Yep. The Azer takes a few quick, thundering, clanking steps across the floor to reach Orsik and slams that warhammer into him. That will be only a +5, so 9 to hit. Don't think that's going to get him anywhere. Orsik manages to deflect the attack.
Woo.
Yeah, no, that's everything. Oh, and I almost forgot this. Hang on. He emits light. Let me turn that on for you.
Oh.
And Felix, we go to you. You shouldn't be able to lose him because he actually emits light.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, hey, I actually get an angle on him over here. Hey, wait, can I have you, like, crouch down a little bit? I'm gonna try to hit this guy with a ray of frost, because I don't like
yeah.
that fire he's holding.
Put him out.
Take that. That
Alright.
hits.
Got him.
First try, yep. Mhm.
The ray of frost just splashes harmlessly across his shield as he pretty much ignores you and is focused on Orsik.
Alright, well, story of my life. That's, yep, that's my one trick.
Should we just start telling jokes from over here?
I think so.
Alright.
Try to distract him.
All right, Fal Dune. Rar.
Rar indeed. Let's see, what's a bear's rar speed? Oh, awesome, rar.
Rar D5.
It's actually rardy. This means I can get all the way over here on him. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're gonna spin around and we're gonna rar this guy.
All right. 1d8 plus 4 minus 1. What is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
+4 minus 1.
What is this math?
That's how math works. I mean, you can do that. Let's see.
D&D math, though.
You can, but why would you?
The bite is a d8 plus 4. That's what I did. So I don't know why it's it's subtracting 1 because I told it to. I just don't know why I told it to.
Did you hit a modifier of like on your next attack you get -1 because of something last time? That might be it.
Could have. In which case, I really hope that's gone by now.
Yeah, I'd say so. Okay. So you lash out with tooth or claw.
That's a bite this time.
All right. You lean forward and clamp your jaws down and kind of start to crush one of its biceps for 8 damage.
Huh. Rar.
Hang on. Dice. Take 4 fire damage.
Alright. Understandable. I really... Is there a way to disarm somebody? Or is that just like a fighter maneuver that I'm thinking of? So I'm not seeing anything in the rulebook which specifically covers disarming an opponent. So I'll be honest, if I can get that weapon out of his hand, I'd consider that a huge benefit. I'm just not willing to, like... I'm not sure if that's breaking some kind of a rule, trying to do that.
I'm not seeing one.
No, I'm not seeing it either.
Apparently in the Dungeon Master's Guide, there is an officially suggested contest for disarm attempts. Can use a weapon attack to knock a weapon or other item from a target's grasp. The attacker makes attack roll contested by the target's strength, athletics check, or dexterity acrobatics check. If the attacker wins the contest, the attack causes no damage or other ill effect, but the defender drops the item. Attacker has disadvantage on its roll if the target is holding the item with 2 or more hands.
Alright. You know what? That sounds like a thing which is separate from making an attack. And since I already did the one attack, I'm just going to complete the multi-attack and hit him with claws. And I'll get to the disarm thing next time.
Okay, yeah, it sounds like there is an optional rule for it that we can use, so.
Woo! Bear claws.
Alright, bear claws. Hungry. Unfortunately, your claws miss.
Drats. Alright, then I'll just post up here, cutting off his escape route.
Alright. Orsik.
Hammer time!
Alright, you slam your hammer into the Azer and it attempts to block the attack with the shield, but you manage to duck under the shield just in time. And that will be a 7 plus 2 for 9 once everything's said and done.
Yeah, it should just be one more point. And then I think I'm gonna take another action.
Hang on,
Oh,
you can't yet.
Orsik,
Oh,
you
sure,
silly
okay.
boy. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon, wielding with 2 hands, you can reroll the die and must use the new one.
You already did.
Yeah, that's what that D6 is.
Oh, okay, got it.
Also,
Yeah.
take 8 points of fire damage.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Alright, then move on to whatever else you were going to do.
I was gonna do that.
Boom! Additional action! Woo!
And then I was gonna do that.
Haha.
God.
Curse Smash. You attack the Azer yet again, slamming your maul into it for 10 points of damage. Whoa. The wrong way.
You want to reroll the 2?
I think it only happens when you can do a 1? Or when
Yeah,
you roll a
it's
1?
1 or a
One
2,
or 2.
Oh,
but you can only re-roll it once, and you have to use that next die. If you do use it, you have to use that. Whatever.
I'm sorry, I'm talking about the. Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. Yep.
Good point.
I don't use big weapons.
take 6 fire damage.
Perhaps we didn't think this through all the way.
Alright, Wit. You see your friends over there biting and smashing at the creature while also being somewhat severely burned.
It's just 2nd degree.
It's fine. It's a sunburn.
Yeah, Orsik is used to that.
It doesn't make me want to get close to that thing, that's for sure. Sorry, now I'm doing advanced calculus in my head.
Not a bad idea.
Is he
Easy.
technically flanked and do I have advantage?
He is flanked, but if you are making a ranged attack, you do not have advantage.
I know. I want to. We're going to make choices, guys. I'm going to stab him.
Decisions!
So, I also have Elven Accuracy, which lets me re-roll a dice when I have advantage. So, I'm effectively rolling 3 die for attack.
Okay, so advantage.
Yes.
Whoa.
But here's a question.
So I don't know how you want me to do
Is
that.
that like a once per rest kind of a thing?
No.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Okay, then carry
Yeah,
on.
it's really OP and I love it.
Yeah, go ahead and just roll it, and then roll another 1d20.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
thank
that's
goodness. I just gotta remember what my modifier is.
Here comes another one.
Let me see.
Uh,
It's 6.
+6. Guess that's
Woo!
okay.
Ha!
Hey.
And so, since I am also a swashbuckler, I have an ability known as Rakish Audacity. Let me just plop that in there.
Rakish Audacity.
Rakish, yeah, sorry, I can't talk.
Your confidence propels you into battle. And for some reason, that's a
Yep,
very,
that describes
that's
wit.
a very funny
He
image.
has a gun. So I don't need it, but I get my sneak attack.
Okay.
And at level 4, it's moved up to 2. Let me check. Yeah, it's up to 2d6 right now, extra damage.
Good thing you've been swashing those buckles.
Wahahaha.
Okay, yeah, so you do hit. Go ahead and roll for damage with the rapier, and then you can roll for the sneak attack.
Okay, artichoke.
I'm not sure this rakish audacity would be applicable in this particular situation.
Oh, right now it totally is.
Is it?
I don't know. It's just I have it and I forget I have it and I don't ever know what it
Okay.
really does. So
She's just so audacious that she had to tell you about it, even if it doesn't apply.
exactly, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you already did have the 10 damage. The 10
Okay, I
piercing.
wasn't sure if you
Yeah,
that to
sorry.
count or not.
I'm losing my mind.
It's fine. It's
Then go ahead and roll for the sneak attack.
all right. So here comes 2d6.
Ba-boom!
Pow pow! Cowboy.
All right, and then go ahead and take 8 fire damage.
That is fine. And as my bonus action, I'll use my cunning action and retreat.
Excellent thinking.
Capital idea.
Thank you.
No, I'm sorry. Wait, smashing. All right, that was Wit's turn. The Azer is looking a little bit rough right now, and it clamps its hammer underneath its shield arm, and reaches behind its shield, and twists something with a loud clicking noise. There's a brilliant flash of light, and the creature disappears.
Roar?
A few very short seconds after that,
Yeah, you better run.
there is a loud crashing noise from somewhere lower in the tower.
Oh boy, I didn't mean it.
Did he jump?
Imagine a bear looking around wildly, and the bear has the face of Nigel Thornberry. That's what's happening.
Nigel Bear.
Smashing?
So from the bear's perspective, you'll have an interesting take on this, I guess.
Roar.
Interesting take.
Stuff messages. I like it. So, yeah. He manipulated something on the back of his shield. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then a loud noise lower down the tower. The room appears to be empty.
Okay.
Well, I for one think we've sunk in too much time into defeating this enemy now. I think we should, with all haste, try to finish it off for good.
Well, yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought you were going to say flee in terror.
yeah, that's what
Oh
I expected.
no.
In all honesty,
Yeah, I get why you'd expect that.
that's you, man. But anywhoozle. Hey, Bear Fowl,
Sure.
can you like smell that guy? Because he kind of was burning, and you're a bear.
Here's a question I have specifically for the DM. So, I'm unable to talk as a bear, right? Like, as part of the
Right.
transformation process, I have the vocal capacity of a bear. I'm also unable to cast spells as a bear. So this
Yep.
may not be legal. But I'm wondering, since I have this spell prepared... Hold on. Give me 1 second. Yes. Since I have the spell Animal Messenger... no, I have Speak with Animals prepared. Could I cast Speak with Animals to make myself able to talk for, like, a round or something?
Unfortunately, I think that would only apply if, like, if someone else had turned themselves into a bear and then you cast Speak with Animals to talk with them, that would probably apply. But if you are the animal, I don't
Wait a
know
minute.
if it would help.
I'm going to walk up to Felix, and I'm gonna,
Yeah.
like, put my hand on his forehead, and I'm gonna go like,
Well.
"Roar, roar, roar." Then I'm gonna put my hand on my forehead. No, I'm gonna take his hand and put it on my forehead, and I'm gonna go, "Roar, roar, roar, roar." And then I'm gonna look at him
Oh.
very expectantly.
I believe he wants me to cast my message spell on him, so I will do that now.
Is that a level 1 spell or a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
Am I able to message?
Hey, bear.
Yes, you can. You can
Well,
use.
alright.
mess-
I
Hang
mean,
on.
alright. I am attempting to message a bear.
All right. Since it's telepathic and he still theoretically has the mind of himself, I'd say that works. So hang on just a sec.
Woo! Alright,
Alright.
guys, we found the cheese.
All right. Now you're in your own telepathic conversation.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, what's up?
This is in Fal's mind, so he speaks totally normally now. I say, good fellow, with my superior sense of smell, being a bear and whatnot, I've determined that he has completely vanished. As in, when he teleported away, he's not merely several stories below us in this building, what? He is, in fact, miles away at the very least.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Unless he's able to deceive a sense of smell, which I find implausible given his scent of sulfur and brimstone, I believe him to be very, very far away from us at this current moment.
Alright. Well, I'll take your word for it. How about if anything changes, you just sort of like start going nuts, and I'll just message you again to get another update.
Positively, old boy. I shall alert you immediately if anything were to become unamiss again.
Perfect.
All right.
That's all I got.
That it?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Fal Dune, make a note of the timestamp on your recording because we're going to have to go back and listen to that.
Got it.
Fal Dune claims that the Azor is nowhere in the building.
What?
He says it smells like it's several miles away at the very least.
Uh,
Yeah.
Why didn't it just leave the tower in the first place then? Why was it just hanging out here?
Yeah, I don't really know. Hey, Fal Dune, do you know why it was here in the first place?
Rar rar rar. Rar rar rar. Rar 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 rar.
Are you like shaking your head at all? Because I can't understand roaring.
Rar. Rar rar rar. Rar 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 rar. Rar 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 rar.
Would you mind explaining your body language? Are you shaking your head up and down?
I mean, it's rar. I shake my head up and down, as in I do know why the Azor is here in particular.
Oh, alright. Fasting with message again. Alright.
I say, good boy, there was a wizard who owned this tower who had need of an Azor at some point in history. The wizard then at some point either died or just left, I'll be honest. My memory is leaving me slightly, but writing down these notes really helps. Immeasurably. So when the man left the tower, the Azor just kind of ran amok all over the place.
Do you know where it went?
I do not. Perhaps he
know?
seeks vengeance upon the sorcerer what imprisoned him.
Oh,
Bill-
you know if it'll be back?
I do not know. I hope it will, although not to take us by surprise.
Was the middle part you went back to roaring at me a little bit.
I hope he does not come back and
Ah.
kill
Alright.
us, shall we say?
That's what roar means. Alright, yep, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if this is just you or if I said something wrong, but I didn't intend to imply that he'd left the whole tower or the vicinity, just that he was no longer in the room.
Oh. Huh.
So that may complicate things.
That's fine. I'll lie about it.
Well, it is a sense of smell. Like, you don't smell him anymore.
Yeah.
You can be anywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna act surprised if he ever comes back in an attempt to save face.
There you go.
Alright, perfect. I'm going back.
Wasn't he like a demon anyway or something?
He
Yeah,
was
man,
trapped in
that's-
an elemental plane of fire, if memory serves.
Roar.
I don't
Indeed.
remember.
I don't know.
Or
Fal
those
Dune
are
and I read a book on it like
So
a month ago.
So yeah, at the moment, the room is clear, and now that you've actually got a chance to study a little bit more, you do see that there's a desk and a chair, a couple of little bookcases. There's what looks to be a suit of armor on a stand near the wall. I'm guessing just from the shape there. Whoever drew the map, thanks guys. And lying on the floor, kind of between the desk and the suit of armor, there's a very old and dusty skeleton.
Hmm.
Spooky, scary.
Yeah. Do you think that's the wizard body that the Azor was summoned by? Kind of what Fal Dune was telling me was that a wizard summoned the Azor to do something or other. And seeing as this is the only non-robot in the entire tower, I think that might be the wizard.
does the skeletal remains look like a human remains?
Yes, they look human.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lock that one in. Alright, so this suit of armor's gotta be something, right? No chance. May I investigate the suit of armor in particular more closely?
Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Yes. My best skill. Intelligence.
All right. You take a look over the suit of armor, and it appears to be a fairly average and pretty rusty suit of non-magical plate armor.
Hmm. Alright. Well, never mind then. Looks pretty normal.
I'd like to investigate the desk, or is it just a table that's in the corner?
I'll give you like one investigation just to kind of check all the furniture in the room. And if multiple people are doing it, you can all roll.
Might as well.
Just clicked on it and it's not moving from. Oh, there it is.
I'll determine if anything
Yeah.
smells amiss in the room.
All right, let me sort through this. So Wit, Orsik, and Logan, between the two of you, searching the desk and the cabinet and the little bookcase. Let's see.
Mhm.
You find two potions of greater healing and 15 gold. And
Alright. I'm thinking since Wit and Orsik tend to be the ones who get damaged the most, I say you each get one of the potions.
I will agree with that.
I agree as well.
Alright.
The 15 gold, I humbly donate my my share, anyway, of that to the party. But can I have that plate armor? You said it's plate armor, right? Or is it like really dilapidated? Like,
It's plate armor. I will say that it's a little bit rusty right now, but could probably be polished up and returned to working order.
I'd like to I'll take it. I'm not gonna wear it yet, but once I get back to town, I'll work on it.
And I'd say so. It's for a human, not for a dwarf. So you probably would have to get it fitted.
Gotcha. Now, would that be like once it is to that working condition? Would that give me the standard armor of plate armor if I'm just like looking through the?
Yeah. So you'll have to spend the work and the effort somehow and do some checks to fit it and repair it yourself, or you'll just have to pay a smith to fit it and repair it. But then you will have a set of plate armor with all the standard features and attributes. And it will likely be cheaper than buying.
Awesome. That gives me something to work on if we take a long.
Oh, nice.
Did anyone search the remains of that body? Is there anything, or is it truly just bones?
A quick look shows just a little bit of in the dust around the body. You can tell that anything on it has rotted away to nothing in the intervening years since he died.
I'm gonna kind of walk over to the bones and like give him a real good sniff over once. And then I'm gonna turn up to the north here and begin like pawing at the wall like a cat who's like, "Let me outside. I want to be outside right now."
Oh, Fal Dune wants to go outside again.
Out through the wall. Alright. Phase
Come
through.
on.
Like I'm gonna like
Come
get up on
on.
my back feet and like start to push it with my two front feet.
The wall shudders as you slam your bulk against it. Since
I take a step back because I'm scared.
grizzly bears weigh like 700
Hey.
pounds.
Brown bears, which I believe are
All
larger.
right. Yeah. So the wall shudders a little bit as you press against it, and then with a cracking sound, you kind of break a hidden door in half off of the wall. And again, me and the dynamic lighting not getting along. Go with me here, but right there along the wall, through the door you see a small closet, no bigger than 5 by 5, and along the back wall of that closet there is a small shelf with some things on it.
I'm just gonna look at everyone else and be like, "Roar." And I'm gonna sit down and like the look a cat gives you when they're like real smug about nothing in particular.
Hey, good job, Fal Dune.
You are.
Alright. I'll check to see what's in there.
All right, let me get this.
Not bad.
I need to put these lists in a different format that lets me just copy paste them. All right. So in that closet, you find 30 gold, a piece of jade that your characters might not necessarily know, but added to the inventory with this note is worth 50 gold.
Ooh.
a jar of some kind of cloudy liquid, a flask with a dark blue fluid, and a scroll.
Wow. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there
Go
any
opener. Oh, go ahead.
is there any way of telling what the cloudy liquid is?
Give it a little sniff.
So taking a look at the cloudy liquid, you get the sense that it's a magical potion of some kind, but you would have to spend some time thinking over it to come to the conclusion of what it actually is.
Alright.
Either I think the identify spell, or if you spend, is it a short rest or a long rest, contemplating something that you can use to identify a magic item.
Alright. Well, we'll figure it out. Does anybody want any of these goodies?
Maybe just in times of desperation, just drink it for the heck of it.
I mean, we could do that. Oh, we
Orsik
shouldn't.
passes.
Sorry, what was that, Orsik?
Oh, I said Orsik passes.
Nah.
On all-
I'm going to turn to Felix, wherever Felix is, and like start
Yeah.
making a little bit of a fuss, and I'm gonna like nuzzle at his hand.
Oh, yep, alright. I'm gonna cast message again. Hey, what's
I
up?
say, good fellow, perhaps we could feed some of that mysterious potion to the Azor and see how it reacts. Thereby finding out what the potion is supposed to do. Or if in fact it is a magical potion at all.
Alright, I'm not opposed to the theory, but I have two concerns. One, do you know where the Azor is?
And now that you mention it, in the past several seconds or so, I believe him to be still within the confines of this tower, just on a floor lower than the one on which we are currently standing.
Oh, alright. Then, second question, do you know how we're going to feed the potion to the Azor?
And addendum, the potions are in small jars, not half-gallon jars or anything. So
Okay.
they're pretty.
Probably like a one-time thing.
Well, I was thinking we
Okay.
could make that Orsik fellow do it. It seems like the matter of thing he would be quite gung-ho about. But seeing as we have so little of it, perhaps identifying the liquid by other means would be a more prudent measure.
I agree. Alright, thanks for your input, Fal Dune.
Mention it not at all, good chum.
So, Fal Dune says that the Azor has reappeared on one floor below where we are right now.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Should it go out for like milk or something? Did it need bananas?
Or is it a coward?
Ew, coward. Milk. I don't really know. But, it's back.
Alright, well, Orsik's ready to finish what he started.
Alrighty. I'll let you lead the way. I'll just kind of put all this stuff away. We'll divvy it up later whenever we get the chance.
Rawr.
Alright, onwards.
All right,
Yeah,
going back.
Start
Going back.
back towards the, yeah, yep.
Okay, everybody get on the staircase.
To the stairs.
Rawr.
Wait, should we be like
Go.
drinking potions on our way? Orsik, how are you feeling?
I feel pretty amazing.
Cool. Physically, though.
Amazing.
I think I'm alright because I still have my own like, skill heal too.
True.
All right. I have returned you to the last floor, so just slide to the right.
Alright. Do I hear anything?
Perception. You hear nothing.
Ooh. No crackling, huh?
No crackling.
All right, I'm gonna
Hey.
walk here and see if I can't open this door up here to the northeast.
You open the door. Hallway's empty.
Do we want to let Fal Dune take the lead on this one with his super nose?
Yeah, let him start it out.
Probably.
Rawr.
All right, lead the way.
Rawr, rawr, rawr. I'm gonna keep a nose out for him.
All right, I'm just gonna follow Fal Dune.
Yeah, I guess we're following.
I'm gonna walk like 15 feet down this hallway, and then make a U-turn and walk back through the hallway. And I'm gonna like point my face at the ground and like paw at the floor a little bit and be like, "Rawr, rawr, rawr, rawr."
Down we go.
I'm gonna go back to the staircase and begin to descend.
After you, my good sir.
And I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, go team.
Woo!
Oh no, my torch!
My lilacs.
It made it into the elevator. It's cool. It's just easier if I grab everybody at once. There we go.
That's a hard
Next
scene
floor.
there. So this is the second floor?
This would be the third floor, the floor that you guys entered on.
Okay. I'm gonna like as we get to the door, I'm gonna sniff it and then go right back to the staircase and begin descending again.
All right, I'm gonna continue following.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Is this the end of the staircase?
Yes. Reaching this floor, the staircase ends, and you find yourself at a closed door.
Alright, this seems perfect. I'm gonna sniff at this door, and I'll attempt to just like nudge it aside with the bulk of a brown bear.
All right. Is that a gentle nudge or a...
It's I'm
door's
not trying to
open no matter
break the
what?
door. I'm just trying to like open up.
All right. It creaks a little bit, but does not open.
I'm gonna step out of the way, and I'm gonna like. If a bear can shoot finger guns at the door, I would like to do the nearest equivalent of that.
I'm guessing it's in here.
I'm gonna look. I'm then going to try to like open up the door, but without any thumbs, I probably can't turn the handle or anything. So then I'm gonna take a step back and look at like each of my party members one at a time, and then back to the door.
I'll try to open the door. If it's just a thing about hands, unless you're saying it's locked.
When you attempt to open the door appears to be locked.
Yo, that's me.
Well, you know what that means? Oh, pardon me. Let me get out of your way.
What's time to shine, baby?
I'm gonna fail this time. I know it.
I don't think that's physically possible.
5% chance. All right. You manage to unlock the door with a gentle click.
Click. All right, I'm gonna take a step back and let one of my more I mean this in the best way, chunkier companions go through first.
Somebody who's thick.
I need a thick boy.
Yeah.
Could you?
Back in Orsik's college days, he was known as Big Chungus.
Now that we've got that out of the way, but forever in our minds.
All right. I'll attempt to open up the door.
The door swings open, revealing a rather large room, the largest room you've seen so far. From here, what you can see is a number of bookcases, as well as a the edge of a small table, it looks like.
All right. My plan currently, since I don't have dark vision as a bear and I can't see, I'm just going to run in like 20 feet into the room and then attempt to survey the scene. And if there's a wall 15 feet in front of me, then I'm going to run into the wall.
I didn't realize you didn't have dark vision.
Yeah, I mean, if bears had like a vision based on smelling things, that would be top notch, but I don't think they do.
Oh, hold on. Here, I might be able to do something here. Let me think. Hold on.
Well,
I can just peek in and tell you what I
I'm-
see.
Oh,
I'm
don't worry.
wrong.
Oh, yep.
I then
would
step
be
away from the door.
That sounds too easy. Let him think.
All right. So Orsik, you poke your head in and you see that the room continues further to the south. There are more bookcases and there are lots of shadows behind and between the bookcases, but you do not see anything else alarming.
Do I hear
Unless you're
anything?
alarmed by books. What
He
was
might
that?
be alarmed by books.
Do I hear anything?
Go ahead and give me perception. No.
Seems like it's all clear.
Your ears are full of cheese. Let's go.
Alright.
That's not cheese.
Oh no!
There is a reason why my charisma is like negative.
We're gonna like do a side story and just like teach Orsik basic hygiene.
That's going to be a lot of intelligence checks.
We'll do charts.
Need to make some flashcards.
So, you step out into the room, and obviously you can see that there's lots and lots of books on a lot of the shelves. Yeah, pretty much you can see what you can see.
Is this a door?
No, it is not. Just a flat wall.
Gotcha. All right. What about that?
No, also just a wall.
Okay.
So as you walk down the row of shelves, you do notice that there is that there's light coming from between a couple of the shelves further down.
Ah, yeah. I'm gonna walk up closer
And
towards
if you
the
give me
sword.
a perception check.
Who would that be?
How
Uh,
about just Orsik?
Orsik will do it, and you hear the crackling of flames again.
I got that cheese
Oh.
out of your ears.
Oh no, the books.
Oh no!
This is now a rescue mission.
All right.
They
Well,
could be worth money.
It's loot. I'm gonna indicate to my compatriots that I hear
We're
some
making up
crackling.
words now.
There's probably a big bad guy over here. I'm gonna go hit him. So, is everybody ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah,
Rawr.
kick him in the teeth.
I like give him a nod
He has teeth.
and yes.
All right, Orsik, as you round the corner, I'm gonna move everybody's turns here. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative while I talk through this part. So, Orsik, as you round the corner, standing against the wall at the far end between the two shelves is the Azer. Its hair and hammer are still on fire, but it's standing quietly with both hammer and shield kind of relaxed at its side, with its eyes closed, and almost seems to be meditating. But as you step around the corner, its eyes open, and it glares into you with a baleful stare.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be like, "What gives, dude? Come on. We don't even have to do this."
What is?
The creature shouts something in a gravelly, raspy voice, but none of you speak the language that it speaks, so it's incomprehensible.
This may be a long.
It raises its hammer and shield again.
This may be a long shot. Is it speaking bear?
Nope.
Okay.
Try that.
Well, would you be able to understand bear?
I'm a fucking bear. I hope so. What's that supposed to
Okay.
mean? If it speaks dumbass, would you be able to understand it?
I doubt it. I don't understand why that was a stupid question. Alright. Ooh, I brought friends.
All right.
Ah.
Let's see.
I feel like it's important to note
Wait.
I had to mute my microphone because I was laughing so hard at my own joke.
Yeah, it sounds like you.
That does sound like something you would do. Wit, you're up.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I can see nothing from where I am, so let's take Stump. My round's just gonna be me moving. Oh, hey, there he is, the jerk.
I really liked this map, particularly for this room, because I knew that with the dynamic lighting, it would create an interesting, scene.
Yeah, it looks real cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and shoot him, because I can't run up there, and I'm not running up there.
All right, let me scroll back over to I can actually see stat block. That would help. That does connect. You slam an arrow into the Azer's chest.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, Fal Dune.
Okay. Using my human or high elf intelligence score, I'm going to determine that I can get around. I'm going to determine that I can get around this bookshelf, thus taking the Azor by surprise. So there's 1, 2, 3. I've been deceived. Okay, new plan. 3, 4,
Oh, that's right. You don't have dark vision.
5, 6, 7. I'm now concerned about the efficacy of being a bear for this particular situation. So this is as much as I can move, and I see that I still cannot reach the Azor, so I'm going to dash, because otherwise that would just be useless. So there's another 1. Rawr, rawr, rawr. And I try to,
Yes.
squeeze my way past Orsik. Rawr, rawr. This may be a dumb question. How tall are the bookshelves?
I'd say the bookcases are 8 feet.
Knock it down on him.
Okay. Follow-up question. How high can a bear jump?
Can a bear jump?
To Google.
What's the vertical reach on a bear?
I would say that if you stood on your hind legs, you could reach the top. If you're going to try to climb on top of it, it'll take some movement, I think.
Okay. Third question. Has anyone ever seen a bear RKO an Azor from the turnbuckle? So I'm going to try to clamber up onto this bookshelf. Ignore...
How much movement do you have left?
Let's see. I was, I think, here. And then I decided to dash and moved an additional 15 feet. So I should have another 25 feet of movement. For, the
Oh,
dash
that's right.
movement.
Bear's got 40.
Bear's got 40 feet.
Okay. Well, the climb we're gonna say is we'll just count it as difficult terrain. So double movement for the climb, which would be 16. So we'll round it to 15.
All right.
So that would be 15 more feet worth of movement to get you on top of the bookcase, and then I would assume you'd take a step over to really be on top of it. So that would be 5 more. So call it 20 to get to right there on top of the bookcase.
Okay. Then I'll just chill out here because that was my dash, which took up my action. So I'll just chill out here for the time being.
Okay. With that, so as you're clambering up on top of the bookcase, from the shadows in between the next set of bookcases, one of the javelin-wielding mechanical constructs comes creeping out and begins to attempt to stab at you with his javelins.
I dare him.
I was waiting to see if you saw him, but I guess with the minimal amount of vision that you have and the fact that he was in the dark,
Yeah, the answer is no.
it would have been a no, even though it was right there. That'll be a 7 to hit, a 16 to hit, and a 15 to hit.
The first one misses. The other two connect.
All right. 6 piercing and 3 piercing.
6 and 3, that's 9. All right.
And from the last set of bookcases, another mechanical construct appears, this one armed with a bow. Oh, of course, I flipped my page. One of these. There it is. And begins firing arrows at all 4 of you.
That's a hell of a decision.
Fal Dune, that will be a, what is this for? A 19 to hit,
That succeeds.
3 piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
Orsik, that will be a 5 to hit. That's not going anywhere. Wit, that will be a 14 to hit.
It misses.
All right. And way down at the end, Felix, that is a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. With that, we go to Orsik.
All right, payback time. Nobody runs for them. Orsik. I'm
Good
gonna
point.
charge in here and hit this guy with my hammer. Oh, first let's do that.
Hey,
Oh, goody! I get another attack too.
Oh my.
All right. 9, additional 12. Yeah, no, that's right. Damn.
Go Orsik.
21 and 11 for 32. All right, so you slam your maul into the creature, smashing it up against the bookshelves, igniting a couple of the volumes there. Take 9 fire damage, and then that second one is actually a whole second attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. For the second attack, take 5 fire damage, but the Azer actually staggers and falls to one knee before rising slowly.
All right, I'm gonna kind of shout to my companions. I think he's almost down, and that'll end my turn.
After all of that damage, I would hope so.
Right?
Like a hell of a round. All right. So the Azer comes out swinging, wailing at you with that warhammer. That will be a 21 to hit.
Hit.
All right. That will be 8 bludgeoning damage
Oh boy.
plus 3 fire damage.
It was a point left. I'm down.
Boys in there trading them heavy shots. Let's see. And actually, let me square up on some some grids here so we know where everybody is. And let's see, does that. Yep, and I'd say he would step over you and out to about here. And we'll go to Felix.
Alrighty. Hold on, I think I can make my way over within visual range. Yep. Gonna get a little closer. Perfect. Alright, no more, well, can't really see all that well, but I can barely make out this one right here. That's, and that one. I think the Azor is the bigger problem. So, I'm gonna cast a big boy spell. And I will cast Chaos Bolt at the Azor.
Alright, 13 versus AC. Unfortunately, 13 does not hit it.
Alright, well, give me 1 sec, because I have to roll up my Wild Magical Surge. Alright. Well, that's kind of all I got.
Alright, Wit.
Alright. That guy's getting uncomfortably close. So let's try and stab him.
Let's get closer!
Ah!
Yep, unfortunately, we can't give you advantage because Orsik doesn't count as an opponent at the moment.
What's he down?
Lazy bastard.
Yep.
Yep. That slash with your rapier just kind of glances off of his metallic skin. And take 4 fire damage.
Alright, first of all, it's rude.
I'll make a note. Anything else?
I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage, because I like, not being near a fiery thing.
Alright. Fal Dune.
Might want to unmute your mic, champ. Oh,
He
He
said,
said to be right back.
I see.
So I'm gonna take an opportunity to be right back myself.
That sounds
grab a
capital.
drink yourself as well.
Yeah, small break, gentlemen.
Alrighty.
She
Sounds
says,
good.
not being the DM.
I don't care.
Take a 5-hour break.
Right? You take over if you want. Go for it.
I'll just go to bed. Take a nap. Alright, be right back.
Run it back.
Alright, everyone else is left. It's all your fault.
Oh.
Oh, never mind, I stand corrected.
So I just had to go let the dog out.
Good. I'm gonna have to do that after this or soon.
So it was you the Bahamen were singing about.
It was. Yeah, it was me. I was actually turned into a dog at the time as well.
Right.
Were you the one that was let out?
It was, and I'm happy to report I was a very good boy.
Oh, good. All right, Jacob. It is your turn.
All right. So that bear RKOing an Azer from the turnbuckle. You're now getting the opportunity to see that, because I'm going to just dive bomb this guy with my massive bear bulk.
Bear bulk incoming.
Actually, could I, like, use all of my weight to land on his sword hand, or whatever weapon he has, like the hammer, and wrench it out of his grasp?
So, if we're going to do the disarm, what I will need from you is an attack roll.
Okay, just like a basic attack roll?
Standard attack is if you were attacking, and then he's going to contest it with, in his case, it'll be an athletic check.
Okay. So I'll make a roll with the bear bite and the bear claws both have the same chance to hit, so I'll just use that. And we'll just ignore the damage.
Okay.
Boosh. Well, it's not looking great, fellas. I'm gonna level with you.
Athletics. It's a tie. I think if it's a, so I think the way this is run is similar to with a
Like armor class?
like an attack roll or an armor class or anything. If he meets it, he, well, contested.
I think how we could adjudicate this is when I make my roll, that counts as the DC that he has to beat since I'm the aggressor in this situation. So since he matched the saving throw with his strength check,
That's what
then I
was
think he passes, so he holds on to it.
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah, since you were the one to roll first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, so you drop off of the bookcase. And I'm even going to rule that you don't take an attack of opportunity from the guy on your other side, because you're not just stepping out of the way. You're kind of just disappearing behind a bookcase there.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I don't think he'd have time to really make an attack of opportunity. Not in that situation. And land on top of the Azer, attempting to knock it down and wrench its weapon from its grasp. Unfortunately, it manages to keep a hold of the weapon, and for the attempt, you earn 4 points of fire damage.
Woo. Whoops.
All right. And yeah, we'll have to figure out the squares here. I will say that you've knocked it prone. I think you would still have to be next to it. So I'm gonna move you. You're still in this square, but you're down off the bookcase.
Okay. I can live with that, and that's about all I got.
Okay. We go to Droney Boy, who is going to step out from behind the bookcase and over and go after our bear friend. That will be a 17 to hit, 13 to hit, and a 5 to hit.
Alright, that's 2 hits.
All right. Take 4 piercing damage and 4 piercing.
Okay.
And then our archer friend is going to step forward and start firing arrows. First one's going to go for wit, and I think you're behind a desk, so you're going to have like half cover here.
I like it.
So I think that raises your DC by 2.
Nice.
Or your AC, rather, by 2.
Whatever.
AC, DC, whatever.
Ha ha ha.
That'll be a 17 to hit, so what's your AC plus 2?
It's 17.
All right, he does it anyway. Take 4 piercing damage. Second attack is going to go against Felix.
Yeah.
That will be a 23 to hit. I think that's going to make it.
Squeaks.
All right. Take 5 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Third, with the terrain and everything, he's not able to really get to Orsik or the bear with everybody in his way, so he's going to go back for wit again.
First one, rude.
8 to hit, so that's a no.
Ha!
And then one more on Felix with a 12 to hit.
Miss.
All right. Orsik, I need a death save.
You got it.
Woo.
All right, you are 1 step closer to life.
All right.
It is now the Azer's turn. And since the bear is all up in his business,
Oh wait, hold on.
up in his.
Did I really take 8 piercing damage?
Oh no, piercing damage. I thought you meant from the last attack, from the Azer.
Oh no, I calculated that much.
No.
No, you didn't take any.
Yeah, you didn't get attacked.
Oh, well, that's good.
Significantly.
Because I was gonna say, if
Yeah,
I took an
you're good.
additional 8 damage, I would no longer be a bear.
No, sounds like you are still barely there.
Well, good news for you. Rawr. Damn. Your
All
joke
right.
was better than mine.
So the Azer, since you're still a bear and still all up in his grill, is going to lash out with that enormous hammer.
Fool.
That will be a 17 to hit.
Well, he's looking less foolish by the minute.
All right. Take 4 bludgeoning damage and 3 fire damage.
Okay, I am no longer a bear. It's like if you play the Pokemon evolution sound, but in reverse.
De-evolution. All right. Felix.
Well, a lot of really good options here. I would still consider the Azor to be the largest problem, and to that end, I will use Ray of Frost on it again to try to cool it down. Oh man, really knocking it out of the park today.
Yep. Unfortunately, the spell glances off of it.
Man, it's really hot. My frost ain't doing a whole lot. And yep. Well, hold on, let me think. Yep, I'm just chilling here.
All right. Wit.
Oh boy. I really want to kill that jerk. From afar. With a bow.
From way over here.
And a lot of dreams.
Holy cow, you're over
Let's
there.
try.
I had my
Hi.
I had my screen zoomed too far in to see you.
I
I
ran.
thought you were like around a corner I couldn't see behind.
Nope. I found a desk. Okay, so I'm gonna try and shoot the Azer.
Nice.
How would you like to do it?
Oh yes, Lord! I think at this point it is just one of those panic shots once again. Just please!
Chucking up a prayer.
You loose an arrow which zips narrowly past the spear-wielding contraption and slams into the Azer's shoulder, and it kind of tips forward, falling to the ground face first next to Orsik. The flames around its hair and hammer extinguishing. At the same time, as it falls to the ground, the 2 mechanical constructs next to it stutter and stagger a little bit before also falling to the ground, just a collection of parts.
Woo!
Oh.
Alright, good job.
I did it! Just me. Okay, let's get Orsik up.
Yep,
Yeah.
I've got a potion for him.
I'm gonna step back.
Here you go, Orsik. Here comes the train. Choo choo. Oops. Oops. There we go. Hey, statistically average yet again.
All right.
Bam.
Awesome.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Are any of the bookshelves on fire?
There's some singed volumes on the one right next to you there, but it didn't spread, fortunately.
Oh, thank goodness.
I guess we should like take the heart out of the Azer now, right? Like we were supposed to do. You know, just
Probably
Yeah.
be a good
before
idea.
that gets too far away from us. Does anyone have like some oven mitts?
I was gonna say, my one concern is I think it would be very warm. However, I don't know how the thermal expansion of the metal will work if I chuck a ray of frost on it, but I could try to hit it with a ray of frost to cool it down faster.
I'd be willing to try it because I'd rather not like submerge it in my water and just have all the water evaporate and ruin the heart.
It wouldn't destroy the
Yeah.
heart, would it?
I sure hope
I
not.
don't know, and I'm also not willing to risk it. So let's just. I don't know.
Alright, yeah, I think that's probably the safest idea.
Oh, hold on. Have I got anything?
To just wait and
Ooh, haha.
pull off naturally.
Pack ratting for the win. I've got like this entire bolt of cloth here in my bag. We could like wrap it up and all that.
Oh, nice.
Found in the alley with rats in
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
The cloth head rats
Yeah.
or the
Great,
alley
cool.
rats?
Man,
I didn't specify, so it could be both.
just bringing back all kinds of good memories today. The ants, the rats.
Look, I thought we'd gotten past this, like as a big
No,
happy family.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try and get the heart. What's the strategy here? What's our method?
Has anyone ever tried to like dry off a dog or a cat after a bath, where you just like wrap your hands in a towel and like pat the dog?
Yes, I know this
Sure.
technique
Yep.
very well.
Yep.
Essentially that, except I'm gonna grab the heart, and there's very little petting involved, and it's more like, is this
Well, I'm
too hot that it'll
I'm
pull
gonna-
fingers?
gonna object to start. His chest is still closed.
Ah,
Oh,
yes,
right, we gotta open
Orsik,
something.
dude, if you would.
There's one more step.
Hit it with my hammer?
Oh, wait a minute. There was a, is his shield still intact? Does anyone see where that's gone?
Yeah, I think
yes,
it's
his
just right
shield is
there.
lying on the floor next to him.
I remember that he turned a little dial to make himself disappear, so I'm gonna pick up that shield.
All right. Looking at the back of the shield, you see that there is a little mechanism back there. The purpose of which you can probably guess, but not quite intuit the mechanics of.
You know what? I'm just gonna save that for later, and I'm just gonna put it on the floor, like throw it to one side. Do we have a more sophisticated way of getting his chest open, other than Orsik just smashes it with a hammer?
I
'Cause I'll-
probably should use a knife. I'm gonna assume that I would have some form of a knife on me. Like
I got like 2 daggers on me. We could
Oh.
try that.
Weren't there 2 daggers in one of the cabinets upstairs that I don't think anybody
yeah.
picked up?
So like we got 4
Hey,
daggers.
perfect.
It's
Yeah.
just
We should probably use one of those shitty ones we just found, so we don't like ruin a good dagger.
Yeah.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
shit that.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright.
Oh wait,
Hey,
I may have to like
how
wash
about...
my hands first and get sterile.
Okay, cool, yeah. Hey, Orsik,
Sure.
how about this? Oh, sorry, wait, go ahead.
No, you do your thing, boo.
Hey, how about Orsik? I'll run up and get the daggers real quick. Do you want to, like, use your dwarven know-how to see if you could, like, find a weak point in the metal or something?
sure.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll kind of inspect the body and the armor. Maybe I did some damage with my hits. Is there any kind of cracks in it, or?
So while Felix is running up the steps to retrieve the dagger, and we won't take you all the way up there. You look over the body, and it's metallic, but it's not quite metal. It's flexible, but it's kind of tough like metal. So there's something strange and magical going on here, other worldly. But from what you can tell, it looks like there's enough of a wound to get you started, just like high on his left pec from one of the attacks that he took.
All right, I'll try and start removing some of the armor or the outer skin. I don't know what to call it.
Okay, and then I assume Felix would be back shortly with the dagger.
Oh, yep, here I am. Here, somebody ordered some daggers. I'm just acting like the nurse. I imagine Orsik like dagger.
Yeah, and I excitedly exclaim, like dagger, and I put my hand out,
Dagger.
expecting you to hand it to me,
Well, damn.
and then I take the dagger and I start carefully carving to open this thing's chest.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength check. All right. So you are able to carve open its chest and hack through the ribs, although in the process you absolutely ruined that dagger that you were using.
Oh,
Smart.
But within his chest cavity, now that you've opened it up, you see, like as you've opened it up, more and more light shines out of the chest cavity, and you finally reach the heart, and you can see that it's glowing with a flickering light, almost as if there is a fire burning inside it and just emanating slightly through it. And it does feel very, very warm.
All right. I think the cloths are in order now because I don't think I should touch that.
Good thinking, dude. And I'll come in with the big cloth.
All right, and you just like scoop it up and wrap it in the cloth.
Yeah, it's my current plan.
hold on. I have a slightly better idea. How about I slap? Oh, you know what? Never mind. Now you had a better idea.
I'd not recommend slapping it.
I was gonna say I'd hit the cloth with a ray of frost to cool it down, but I feel like we'd run into the same
I
problem.
feel like that would just freeze the cloth and it would just like snap in half.
I agree. That's why I called the audible.
Right, cool. So anyway, I'm gonna reach in there with the cloth, so it's not burn my delicate little hands.
All right. It's pretty warm, but you're able to get it all wrapped up in the cloth. What do you do with it then?
I'll just carry it under my arm in a big bundle, since I'm a little bit afraid of putting it like in anyone's bag.
Okay.
I figure hopefully that won't be too big of a deal, and if it becomes a big deal, we'll worry about that when it happens.
All right.
I'd like to inspect his hammer.
Okay. You take a look at the hammer. The flames that were on it seem to have dissipated by now, but it does seem like a finely crafted hammer, and it has a little bit of a magical tinge to it, although you're not quite sure what it might be.
I ask my companions, can I have this hammer?
That looks heavy as heck.
Man, I was gonna use that hammer.
You can totally use it if you want it.
Sorry, I was practicing my acting skills. I have absolutely no desire to use it.
I mean, I have Bertha, so, you know, it would be unfair for me to hog all of the awesome hammers.
But now you could have
doesn't-
this hammer. Name it
doesn't-
Penelope.
Yeah, I think Bertha needs a companion.
Well, Bertha might get jealous. That's the thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
What about that shield? Do you want that shield?
I think Fal Dune got it.
Okay, as long as someone has it, because that's really cool.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, I can't use this as it's made out of metal. I just thought it'd be cool to like inspect it.
Well, hold on to it, because if nobody ends up using it, I might end up, if we ever have to have like a serious, hey, go tank this dragon type of discussion, I'll probably.
Okay, I'm good with that.
And let's be honest, that would be your job if the opportunity presented itself.
Right?
Yep.
So, and with both of those items, standard rules either identify spell or spending a long rest contemplating and studying the item can reveal its properties.
Hey, Felix, do you have like a way to magically
No.
figure out what this is in the form of like some kind of magic spell or something?
Well, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is no. The good news is there is no more news.
Cool. So I'll just hold on to this and like when we lay down to sleep tonight, I'll have it inspected.
Okay, you do you.
All right, cool. On the hammer front, I'm definitely not going to be able to use that either, so that's all yours, dude.
Okay, yeah, I picked up the hammer. I'm gonna put it in my pack for now, and I'll identify it when we do a long rest.
Yeah, good thinking. I'll do the same with the shield.
Yep.
Woo.
All right.
Is there anything else on his body that might be noteworthy?
No additional items or pouches or anything.
With the other, I'm assuming there's some type of like iron elementals. The javelin guys, once they crumbled, did they leave their weapons on the ground?
No, every component of them melted away when they died to
Gotcha.
just a small pile of dust that kind of blows around on the floor.
No.
All right. Well, I think I'm good then. I don't know if you guys want to do a long rest in here or if we want to leave for the night. I kind of would want a long rest, but I'm willing to do whatever.
I think a long rest in here should be okay, considering there shouldn't be any more automatons trying to attack us.
And we got that barrier outside for the mist too, so we should be okay.
Agreed.
Kind of
I
agree.
hope so. This may be a bit of a problem though, cause like, and I throw the bundle of fabric down on the ground where it's like smoking lightly. Like, it's burning through the
So-
fabric. I feel like this is not gonna work.
So let's find a bucket. We have time. Let's look for something.
Yeah. I like the way you think.
That is an excellent idea. Oh no.
Also, there's more beds that we what?
You okay, Fal Dune?
I do have an idea. If we could like get the heart outside, I could bury it in some dirt. And hopefully that would be, well, that also wouldn't be great, but hopefully like nothing will mess with it while it's buried under like 10 feet of dirt.
What's the floor in this tower made out of?
I'm worried that might stifle it though, because if it truly is like a
Yeah.
heart or something, and we end up killing the flame in there.
The floor is stone.
Oh, good. I think
Oh,
if we
put
just...
it down.
That's what I'm thinking. I think if we just put it in the middle of the floor, then not only will it not be encased in dirt, which it probably won't like very much, but then also nothing from outside can take the heart away from us.
Yeah,
And it'll serve as a mild fire.
There you go.
something for him.
Okay, I guess that'll work. This may sound dumb, but as we're sleeping, do we want to like put a guard on the heart, like just in case? Like, we don't have to be like sitting over it staring at it 6 inches away, but it may be a good idea just to like I've got to inspect the shield, so I'm going to be up a little bit doing that. I may as well do that in this room where we've got the heart, you know.
Sure. Yeah, I think that sounds like a plan.
Alright, then in that case, I'm willing to do that. So, like, if you guys want to get some sleep, I'll stay up for a little bit and work on the mystery that is
Well,
the
I'm
shield.
gonna be doing my own identify, so I can even take turns with you if we want to do it like that, or whatever's, I think, most economical.
Alright. I
Cool.
think that sounds fair.
Okay.
I don't need to sleep a ton because I'm not really super hurting. What being in the back and all. So yeah, I think we could get a pretty good 3-person rotation going.
Sounds good to me.
Boom. Perfect heart. There we go.
Yeah, aw, it's cute.
All right. Go ahead and put yourselves wherever you want to be, and tell me where you want the heart, and I'll move it there.
We could like put it up near this table that's up here that I see, just so that like it's a space we could like grab a chair and sit down and watch over it.
I'm trying to find the front door. Where is the front
It
door?
was over this way, dude. Like over past that
So
way and
you are-
then up.
You are still on the second floor.
Oh.
I got confused because the staircase ended.
Yep. That staircase ended, but you would have counted floors because you went in on the third floor, and you are now one floor below where you entered.
That's
Makes sense.
Orsik's problem. He's like, the
Yeah,
staircase ended, the building must be. This must be the ground floor.
Counting to 5 has never been his strong suit.
Yeah.
And then when we made
Counting
it
has never been a
backwards
strong
down,
suit.
like, woo, man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be right here then, fiddling with this hammer and keeping an eye out.
Okay. And you guys are taking a short rest or a long rest?
I think a long
I think we
rest.
should.
I believe it was
Oh,
long.
right.
I think we should try to get in
Okay.
a long rest, which is
I agree.
also another good reason that we have a person staying awake.
Okay. Everybody add 1,200 experience. What does that put you to?
1,200.
I would be at 4275.
Same.
I
Same
got
here.
the same.
4275. Okay. No extra levels or anything yet. Then it'll be a little bit
Okay.
for that.
All right.
Actually, wait. I miscounted. Make it 1,400. Add another 200 on
Woo.
top of that, and then you're good.
Woo.
4475.
And yep, that no levels or anything, but you can plan on a long rest so you can replenish everything before we come back together next week. I figure we'll probably stop here, and we'll when you get back, I'll have the identification for the Azer shield and Azer hammer.
Azer
Awesome.
hammer.
You can
Woohoo.
figure out your journey back to town, and anything else that you want to do while you're here in the tower.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Nice.
Oh, capital.
I'm glad you guys
Excellent.
survived. I was gonna be super sad if you all died.
I was getting
We all
worried,
died.
not gonna lie. But I was like, wait, I have so many character concepts. I want to be Daryl the farmer, okay?
I want to be a villager. They get aptitude.
I was getting a little scared there with that that fire shield or whatever that Azer had.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to take 9 fire damage after I hit him.
He played the Uno
Yeah, me
reverse
neither.
card. He had a handful of them.
He did.
You've activated my trap card.
I was getting kind of worried when the one Modron came out from the secret panel and almost solo wiped the party.
You fools.
Dude, that guy's like around his enemy table talking to all of the other enemies, and they're all like, "Dude, you carried us so
Legend.
hard." Like, dude, that was amazing.
Never to survive drink again.
Yeah.
Nope, it went well. Glad you guys defeated him. Got some good experience. Honestly, I thought you'd go up a level, but I forgot that it starts to really
Yeah.
it starts to stack, so it gets harder to go up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets exponentially harder.
Mhm.
Yep. But you're making really good progress on it, and you've got the Azer heart as well as some cool items and
Woohoo!
unknown potions and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now all we need is some pixie blood.
Woo. Blood drive.
one,
Let's go make some tiny.
yeah, one step at a time.
All
right.
Totally read this library next session, by the way, because these books look real fancy.
Yeah.
I can come up with some random book titles too if
Sweet.
you're interested in that.
Yeah.
Spell.
Okay, I will make a note that I need to generate some book titles.
Alright.
Include this in my
Make
notes.
more work.
Need to generate contents of entire random magical library.
I have a board game called Ex Librius, and you're basically building a library. And I totally take titles off of the books in that game and use it in D&D.
This game, Ex Libris. I need to know about this.
Yeah,
more
it's
active than my
super
wife.
fun.
About this.
It's a 2-player game. Like, you can play it by yourself, too, if you're real sad.
Oh god.
But it's super fun, actually. And some of the titles are hilarious. And, no, they're good fantasy titles.
Oh, this seems like something Elizabeth would love.
Yes. Do suggest.
I'm gonna have to order this. Don't tell my wife. It's a surprise.
Okay. Surprise, surprise.
Is it, if 2 people are playing, is it cooperative or competitive?
Competitive.
Okay. That's cool. Okay. Well, thank you for the wonderful idea.
No problem, Bob.
All right. Well, great session, everyone.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Next
that was
week,
fun.
we'll carry on this adventure.
for
I
sure.
can't wait.
I like the way you fit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Glad you liked it. All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Take
Enjoy
care.
your holiday.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Happy
happy
holiday.
4th.
Happy
Yeah.
America Day.
You as well.
America.
And for yesterday,
Happy birthday,
for
America.
yesterday, Happy Canada Day.
Yes, happy Canada Day.
And like a month or two ago, Happy Earth Day.
Earth.
Yeah, but like no one
Welcome
cares
to
about that.
Earth.
Yeah, who cares about the Earth?
Yeah, when's
True.
Mars Day?
Maybe when we get to Mars.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm sure that'll be a thing.
hopefully sooner rather than later.
Agreed.
Right. We're about done with this one.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ruin another planet. Come on, guys.
Behind me, I'm looking forward to a little exploitation. How about you guys?
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye.